A strange incident occurred in the prison. During roll call, the guards realized that 3 prisoners were missing. They thought it was just an oversight, but after multiple checks, they confirmed that the 3 prisoners were indeed missing. The surveillance footage showed that these 3 were last seen in the cafeteria. The guards immediately launched a thorough search, but found nothing. In desperation, they called for outside police support, intending to lock down the entire prison. However, the escaped prisoners had already gotten into a getaway car and passed by the police cars rushing to the scene. It turned out that half an hour earlier, these 3 prisoners had sneaked into the prison kitchen during the lunch break. They moved a cabinet, revealing a hole they had secretly dug over the past few months while working in the kitchen. They quickly crawled through the hole, and the chef they had bribed restored the cabinet to its original position. On the other side of the hole was a sealed-off space. The leader quickly began to search, and soon found the exit. He casually scraped at the wall. A hole appeared, leading to a deep, unseeable passage. However, one of the younger men hesitated. He thought the tunnel was too narrow and feared he would get stuck inside. Despite the leader's assurances that the passage was just right, the younger man refused to follow, even insisting he wanted to return to the prison. Seeing this, the leader reluctantly pretended to agree and told him not to reveal the location. But as soon as the younger man turned to leave, the leader quickly strangled him. After dealing with the weakling, the leader and another man crawled through the passage. The leader pulled the rope, and the cart slowly moved forward. All of this had been arranged in advance by the leader's companions. Months earlier, a companion had bought a house a few kilometers from the prison. Not only had they dug a tunnel to the prison, but they had also laid tracks. Moments later, the 2 men successfully crossed several kilometers of the tunnel without any delay. They quickly changed out of their prison uniforms, hopped into a car that had been prepared in advance, and silently escaped from the prison. The next female prisoner's escape was even more interesting. Lacey had been transferred to a higher security prison after assaulting a fellow inmate. However, during the transport, Lacey suddenly complained of a stomachache and began releasing loud farts. The strong smell quickly filled the car. The guards asked her to hold on, but Lacey couldn't hold it anymore, and the smell became so unbearable that the 2 guards almost fainted on the spot. Left with no choice, they stopped at a service area to let Lacey deal with it. Lacey, citing the inconvenience of her handcuffs, asked the female guard to help clean her up. Without hesitation, the guard refused but unlocked her handcuffs, stepping outside as quickly as possible. However, as soon as they left, Lacey quickly tore open a cardboard box on the wall, found the screwdriver her accomplice had left for her, and began unscrewing the window bars. Just then, the male guard returned, and Lacey quickly hid the screwdriver, pretending to still be in pain. The male guard, clearly seeing through her act, as he stepped forward, Lacey suddenly attacked. After neutralizing the guard, she pushed open the window and successfully escaped through a small path behind the restroom.